up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back to the table where everybody eat. Y'all know what to do. Hit that like button for your boy, man. And if it's your first time to the channel, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. That way you don't miss out on the plays and updates we bring to you guys each and every day in the market. Now today we doubling back or tripling back or quadrupling back on one of the hottest stocks over here on the channel and the table where everybody eat, which is Rezolve AI. Ticker symbol RZLV, which I mean ran up in a massive way. If y'all peeped that last video, I believe this stock was trading around like $4 and some change, man, maybe 4.50, somewhere around this area here, which is why here we are again covering this stock on the channel. But it ran up as high as, I don't know, man, $8 and some change, almost $9 after they had a nice earnings, solidifying that the ARR, the annual recurring revenue for 2025, has increased once again, I believe at like now 150 mil, but they end up increasing or raising the guidance for 2026 ARR, annual recurring revenue, to I think maybe like 500 mil, but we'll get into that once we see the levels. So like I say, Resolve AI raises 2025 guidance to $150 million ARR and initiates 2026 guidance to $500 million in annual recurring revenue exit rate as strong growth shatters analyst forecasts. This here came at the top of the month on October 1st, 2025. Now, the company, which provides artificial intelligence powered commerce solutions, said before the bell, I believe on Wednesday at morning, I think that's when they had their earnings, it has now secured over $90 million in annual recurring revenue so far this year, prompting it to raise its outlook for the metric to $150 million. Resolve had previously guided for $100 million in annual recurring revenue this year. So they had surpassed that by $50 million already, and the year ain't even over with. Looking ahead, Resolve set its annual recurring revenue outlook for 2026 at $500 million, which it said reflects strong demand momentum and visibility into its customers' pipeline. The guidance upgrades came as the company logged a widened loss of $57.8 million during the first half of 2025, compared with a loss of $13 million in the same period last year. Revenue, though, rose to $6.3 million in the first half, up from $1.2 million a year earlier, wrote Connor Hart at ConnorHartWallStreetJournal.com, followed by a number of upgrades and analyst buy ratings, overweight ratings on Resolve AI, starting with H.C. Wainwright, who kept their buy rating and raised their price target to $10 per share. Cantor Fitzgerald provided an overweight rating, raising their price target to $7 per share. Maxim Group maintained a buy rating in addition to raising their price target from $10 to $15 per share. Northland Capital Markets maintained outperform rating with the price target increase of $7, and Roth Capital maintained their buy rating with a price target increase to $12.50, in which we made money in the Discord on the pop, drop, and then pop once again on Resolve AI. As you can see, our Discord community, everybody eats. Link is below in the description and pinned in the top of the chat. But we talk about hot stocks, penny stocks, long-term stocks, option plays, overall market, you name it. And I believe earlier today, I told them how Resolve looked good as it pulled back for us to grab more. And you can see right here, which we'll get over to the levels in a minute, how we are now below that 50 SMA on the daily, and we are sitting right above a resistance area. My bad, not a resistance, right above a prior area that we were attempting to get above and treat as support. So now if we lose that area and come down to that golden zone, that will be ideal, especially if we get back around that 360, 375 range once again on Rezolve AI. Like I say, we getting over to the levels in a second though. So if you want to come sit at the table where everybody eats, hit that link in the description and pinned in the top of the chat for the Discord community, as well as my profile on X or Twitter. That way you can get these levels before I'm able to edit these videos and get them out to you guys and upload it over on YouTube. Now, there's more things that transpired or happened in the month of October, such as Rezolve AI acquired SmartPay to power global digital asset payment infrastructure. Then they acquired Subsquid, building the data and payments backbone for the AI economy, which all that sounds good and all, but the real question Wall Street is asking is if Resolve's Brain Suite is the next big thing shaking the retail space. Brain Suite is a flagship platform that enables enterprises to deploy autonomous AI agents for personalized commerce, customer engagement, and real-time transactions. Now, On the agentic side of things, BrainSuite powers AI agents that can search, fulfill, transact, and personalize customer experience across digital channels, including components like Brain Commerce and Brain Checkout, and conversational AI with human-like interactions that improve conversion rates and customer satisfaction, making sense to me as to why BrainSuite is used by over 100 global enterprises. And within the first 8 months of 2025, it processed more than 13 billion API calls and 1.6 billion search sessions. Now, you may be wondering what is API calls. Only thing API calls is application programming interface calls. I can't really give you the insight to it, but I had to look up API myself. So that's what API stands for. Bringing us to the daily chart. And I know this is what you guys have been waiting for. You like, yo, Flacco, where's the levels? Come on, dog. I want to know where to buy. I want to know where to hold, where to sell, what's our price target. So everything, honestly, is still the same as all the prior videos. As you can see, I have not changed the levels. And right now, we are sitting right above that $4.82 support area, which it looks that we may fall beneath this coming week. Now, again, y'all know how I rock. I don't try to predict and see where price is going. I actually react to what the chart tells me. So right now, it looks as if we could continue lower on this daily time frame, as we are now beneath that 50 SMA on the daily chart. And I ideally would love to get back in this 375 range right here, which is a prior resistance. When we get to the lower time frames, we may be able to see what that looks like or whatnot. But ideally, if I can get anything around this 430 zone, that will be sweet for me. Let's just say this 415 to 430. Anywhere in that range would be a nice spot to start accumulate shares again so we could ride this thing to the upside based off of if Rezolve AI can meet their requirements. I'm gonna say requirements, fulfill what they told us that they plan on doing or their estimations and their guidance for 2026. And skipping over the 4 hour and 2 hour time frame, going directly to the 1 hour time frame. Off rip, I do like how the 50 SMA, well, I don't like it, but I like how the 50 SMA is showing us how it wants to react around that 631 area as this stock has retraced. You see, we have a few gap up and down areas, and that's from all the interest that's on this stock. And I believe there is a short seller that has entered into this thing heavy after we were sitting as high as I believe like $6, $7 per share. So a short seller is heavy on this stock right now. But the 50 SMA is curling downward or sloping downward still. The MACD as well sloping down on an hour time frame. I don't see a curl quite yet on this $4.82 range. So again, that's where I'm looking to see if we do pull back around to that 432 zone or that 375 area on Resolve AI. To the upside, however, we have to obviously just reclaim these levels that we have right here, get back above 510. Maybe even if we could see the 50 SMA, now it's on a 1 hour time frame, but if we could see it slope down and start to kind of curl around this area here and then go back up to the upside, that will be good for us because if we do come beneath, come up, and then start to just get some type of stair stepping, get back above that 50 SMA, and then now ride the trend back up. Because as you guys can see, we're below the 50 SMA here, got above it but failed and came back beneath it, down again, got above it, gapped up, came here, lost it again, rejected right there. So we'll see if this rejection on the 1 hour time frame of the 50 SMA continues to happen. Bringing me to the 30-minute time frame. Now, on the 30-minute time frame, we do have slight consolidation right here around this 482. The 50 SMA is not necessarily going flat. It was attempting to right here, but then we got a nice little slope or a slight slope downward. So that could mean, once again, price action could continue to come down. But I would like to see us at least, at best, retest this 50 SMA and maybe reject and then see if we can eventually get above it, like I just showed you guys on the hour time frame. Other than that, right now for Resolve, I am personally waiting to see how price action is because then once we get back above this 530 range or the 50 SMA starts to curl up or go flat and then curl upward, that will look good to me. But I would like to see us get back above 530 and then we're going to head back towards that 631. we reclaim 631 and start to mount 631, then that's where I'll be bullish to go higher back to that 688, $7 range. And then my end all be all target once again is $9.33 in the short term or short to midterm. But that's what I have for you guys on Resolve AI. Thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned for the next one. Much love. We out.